That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna walk off. It's God.
I could stay
How much
like
God?
this
How much is
forever
family a part of what he's doing here?
following
It's everything. It's the foundation of everything. I'm so proud of him. We're so proud of the Dubs.
Just
Go
don't get
Dubs. We got
too
business to handle though,
far,
right, baby?
and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see. I just want us to always be.
It's God. That's all I'm gonna say.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about a question that I actually got on Cura. I wasn't able to pronounce that correctly. Anyway, is that question and answer website where you can ask a question and someone can answer it. I usually like answering questions. I don't have too many questions that I would ask and then get an answer for. Usually if I want to answer, I'll just go on there and look for the answer of the question that I have. So I don't know. That's usually how I do it. Anyway, it was a question that was sent to me about, does the person that, and I'm trying to say exactly how they said it, but does the person that left you or broke up with you, or when the relationship fails, did they ever truly love you? That's a good question. And I have to admit, toward the end of the relationship, you will think, especially of the way that they are acting. And I'm pretty sure this goes for men and women. But as a man, I'm talking from the man's perspective. We will wonder if that woman ever loved us. Ever. Really. Especially with the way that they leave you. Especially with some of the things that they say. Or something. Um, Also, I want to say before I forget, I did a video like 2 years ago on Steph Curry and Alicia Curry's alleged open relationship. Now, of course, though, I did one of those rookie things. I jumped on the bandwagon of smoke that was going on of them saying is a potential thing. But as time went past, they're still together, and I did not hear anything else about it. It was definitely false. I would have took the video down, but it was my most viewed video. So, being as I'm not a big channel right now, I have to have some sort of bragging thing or ego thing of like, hey, I had a video that I don't even know what I did because I did not promote it or sling the link around that heavy, and it blew up like that. So, that's why it's still up, but that's why I say alleged, because at that time, that's what was everybody was talking about after those videos came out, and some years after her talk with Jada Pickett Smith on the Red Table Talk. And that's why women, the friends that you hang around with, man, can damage your relationship. Anyway, I had a video at the very beginning of how, as far as what they show, she always dared to meet him at the basketball game, and she's always there to show support to her man. And yes, she gets a little jealous and insecure, but that's human. That's okay. Okay. I mean, as long as she's not hitting, uh, being totally toxic. I mean, as far as I've heard, it hasn't been any type of Amber Heard type of stuff in their relationship. So, you know, leave those people be. Let them live their life. So, before okay, so getting back to the question of, did they ever truly love you? Taking anecdotal evidence of, because I'm living my life, I can only really go by my own experiences and some of the people that I've talked to. But even when I'm talking to other people, I have to wonder, are they telling the complete truth? This goes for both men and women, but I have a feeling that women tend to lie a little bit more on these type of things, because I have this theory that men tend to lie more about their achievements, about their status, about what they have, how big they are downstairs, how tall they are. Men lie about those types of things in general most of the time. If they are going to lie. Women tend to lie about how good a person they are, and sometimes how they really look or something. Those are the two things right there that I notice. If women lie, they lie about those two things heavy, and men tend to lie about the success and status type of stuff the most, if they are going to lie. And in correlation is always those things that we want from the other gender, or we're looking for in the other gender, is what they tend to lie about. So women, I don't want to hear that y'all don't lie. Y'all do lie. It's just that y'all get passes. And actually, I'm going to get on that at a certain point. With that question, I remember when my ex-wife looked at me like this.
Oof, she's in love. She is head over heels in love. For you to not break eye contact, just know if you break her heart, you really broke it. She might die. She might die. That's crazy. A woman will only look at you like that if she's really head over heels, yo. I know. Believe me. Break that heart, oh, she gonna be a different kind of girl. Right after that. That girl you see in the video, once she's hurt, you won't even recognize her. You really know.
Damn. Now, to be honest, I've got that look before. I've got it from my ex-wife, and definitely my last serious ex-girlfriend. Other women, I don't think I got that look right there. Now, people would ask, like, well, what happened? What did you do? Now, I'm probably not going to get into the ex-girlfriend thing too much, because it's a similar type of thing, but however, though, I definitely think in her case, it was definitely like a boredom thing, and she just uh, outside influence, which was in both situations. And then there was another guy that she was around. And then she just swung that type of way. With the ex-wife, I can't say that was the case right there. I think it was a deterioration over time of things that I did to damage the relationship. But she did things to damage the relationship too. And I think what started to happen was, while I would let certain things go, which that that was my mistake, she did not. She kept building that resentment list on her side. Meanwhile, me, and I'm not Angel here, when she did something that I didn't like, and then I did something that she didn't like, she held it. Whereas after I got her back, I let it go. Which I let it go initially, but then I was like, I was still feeling a certain kind of way. And a lot of people will say, like, why did you let it go? Well, like a video that I did probably a couple months ago of why men don't bring up their issues in a relationship. Because truthfully, women, y'all do a lot of things wrong. Y'all do a lot of things that y'all would not like done, that your men have issues with. Thing is, though, they're too scared to rock the boat. That's what that was. Because I know I was. But if I was to look at all the things that she was doing that was somewhat low key pissing me off, it would be like, why are you wearing that there? Why are you hanging out with that person? Why are you talking to your ex? Why did you say that particular thing to the person that we just bumped into, or you say it on the phone? Why, when we start having the argument, who are you calling on the phone? It's and that's just five things right there. Oh, and why are you telling other men our business? I remember one time I was about to break up with her because she was telling some dude our business. And as always, I will always get soft once they start making that sad face or something, or the glassy eyes. Whereas I should have been like Gandalf, like this. Now, instead of saying you shall not pass, it should have been you shall not get a pass. And I think a lot of men don't do that because of that situation right there. Because once he did that, he made that devil creature fall off of the bridge and into the abyss. So, if men was to stand pat with the things that women are doing and address them with it, this is usually how the conversation would go. It would go like, hey, I don't want you doing that. Hey, you can't tell me what to do. Or she may say, like, okay, I understand. And still low key sneak and do it anyway. That's why when my ex asked me one time, like, do you mind me hanging around so and so? I was like, okay, I trust you. Go ahead. Which I should not have said that. But the thing was, I felt like she would sneak around and do it anyway. you know, and that turned out to be a disaster right there. But if I was to totally stand pat on something and tell her not to do something, and then she either does it or either tell me like, well, you can't tell me what to do, or either you're being insecure or something, downplay how I feel. What other choice do I have but to blow up and leave the relationship? Now, because I did not have a woman on the back burner, I did not have options. I put up with the low key disrespect there. That's why, kind of in a way, with men, and I'm going to do a video of how a lot of women, they say have a backup guy on the back burner just in case their relationship goes south. I'm kind of like, dang, maybe men should do it too. But see, men can't do that because women will throw a fit. And if you are already in a, that's something you have to do before the relationship even start to a degree, and establish certain things right there. And then once again, it turns into a game. And once relationship turns into a game, it's like, why even do it anyway? So anyway, getting back, did the person ever truly love you? I do think where that man or that woman at one time did love you, or they thought they loved you. And as far as thinking that they love you, they could have, and that's a tricky thing right there. They could have liked the way you make them feel, not you as an individual, as a person, but like that you are giving them this emotional high, that you are real funny and hilarious, that you as a woman look very attractive and good. But what happens once you start getting older or you start putting on pounds? Do they still love you the same? So that's something there. That's why that question cannot be easily answered, just because it depends on those types of things, and you may not know until you know. Anyway, I have a clip right here that if you are a man, I would say as a woman, but when men behave like this with women, it doesn't go that well. But if you are a man and not a high status man, like in stats such as have a lot of popularity, like a Drake, a Future, a Denzel Washington, uh, a can't even think of that actor's name, but if if you don't already have that type of attention and you find a woman that feels about you in this kind of way, this is probably the easiest way to know that this woman will be like ride or die, or either she will love you to death. And this is the type of energy that you really prefer that she have right here.
The last time we spoke on the red carpet together, you told us that you were very excited to meet Robert Downey Jr.
What's the first thing you ever remember fangirling over?
Robert Downey Jr. Anything to do with Robert Downey Jr. I love him.
Did you ever get to meet him?
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've created so much hype around this man, and I've been really good about normalizing how I am with famous people, but I can't bring RDJ out of God level in my head. And so I can't even create the perfect scenario of how I want to meet him. So it's never going to be perfect in real life. So why would I do that to myself?
Whoa. You know Robert Downey Jr. is going to watch this video, right?
I'm sure he is. I know he knows I exist. That's good enough for me.
Now, I could be wrong here. And of course, that's the infatuation. She has this idea of what Robert Downey Jr. is in her head. But if I was meeting a woman, I prefer she be like that when she's about to meet me, or either as we getting to know each other, than for her to be like,
so this guy that had a crush on me and was chasing me, but I was uninterested in him, finally moved on because I rejected him multiple times. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Come back. Why did you move on? Maybe I was just kidding. Maybe I like you now. Come back. Chase me again, please.
oh, hell no. So even when I was such a nice doofus when I was younger, I still had that type of respect for and love for myself right there. That if I know the woman is kind of like blah blah, he's not really my type. He's too short. He's too dark. Uh, I prefer to be with Pablo or something. Or if I know there's somebody else there, then I'm like, fine, go ahead, do you? Don't come for me, okay? When that blows up in your face, and that makes it easier to get over. Uh, some of the women that it took me a while to get over. Once I was like, she's fixated on that, or she likes that type of dude, or she's into that type of person, then I can let they ass definitely go with clear conscience right now. Because I know that person is not going to be how I was with them, not going to put up with the same shit that I did with them. But I understand the thing right now that once you don't make a woman feel what she felt in the beginning, and sometimes that can be your fault, like you did things, and of course her level of attraction started declining over time. Okay, fine. Get that. But as women, you have to know that men are not perfect. It's kind of like how she said with Robert Downey Jr. And that is the one danger in that right there. So that's why I want in between type of thing. Because if she's that infatuated with me and she don't really know me and she don't know my hopes and fears, she might um start not liking me once she finds out something about me. Once she finds out that I'm a little sensitive, that I like certain types of songs or certain types of movies, or uh, sometimes I don't want to talk. Sometimes I just want to stay in. Certain things like that can decline how a person feels. Is that superficial? I don't know. I usually classify superficial if a person just likes you because of what you can give them or how you can make them look or what they can get out of you. And that covers both men and women there. So if a guy's just with you because you look real beautiful or something like that, okay. So once that goes away, he'll probably go away. Or he may not leave because of child support or something because you have kids, but however, though he's more liable to dip out. Same thing with women that they like to be entertained. They like to live like the fun life. Like this is a good example right here. If a woman got with you because at that time you was rolling in the dough, you and them was going on vacations, you was having fun, then you have a baby, then that total part of your relationship change, and then her feelings change, then it makes you wonder that right there, did she really love you or she loved the lifestyle right there? For men out there, that can make it easier for you to get over a woman because I know that helped me get over the people in my past. Once I looked at once certain things stopped and how they stopped being a certain kind of way or something. Yes, I know I did stuff, but they did stuff too. And the fact that they could not self reflect on the things that they did to me made me kind of like, well, fuck you then. Okay? Because you acting like it was all me and it was you. And I knew this would be a problem. And I was right there. So to answer that person's question, does the person that showed that they love you before and the relationship crumbled, did they truly love you? I think at that time they did. I think at that time, even if they thought they did. Because things that like my ex-wife did, like, me getting evicted and she stood by me, or either I remember I had nowhere to go, and I had to go to like the Greyhound bus station, and she stayed with me overnight there. While because I remember I didn't have nowhere to go, which I could have went with my mom's, but it was more of a pride thing, and her family didn't want me going over there, which I didn't want to go anywhere that I was not wanted, and she stayed with me. See, I remember stuff. See, I remember everything, the good and the bad, good and the bad, good and the bad. Other people I might have been with, they might have forgot stuff. They might have forgot what they did. They might have forgot the good stuff, just remembered the bad stuff. But my mind don't work like that. And like that last serious ex-girlfriend, I remember she would come on her days off early, hours before I was about to get off, and wait for me to get off and bring me snacks and things. That was before we was together, but I knew it was something there with her, but at the same time, she had a boyfriend. Okay. And that's why I say it was the monkey branch thing was in effect. But see, women, y'all do certain things like that. But I don't think and okay, and this is the thing, I guess with women, they have no conscience once they lose feelings. I think with the ex-girlfriend, when she lost feelings with her last boyfriend, and she started feeling me, she just started investing and putting all in. And that's another thing too, that when a woman loves you or she likes you, she's interested in you, she's infatuated with you, she starts investing. And that's what you want women to do. I'm not even talking about like the buying stuff, which that was nice that they both bought me things, but it's like they took time out. Like I appreciate that because I know most women do not do that. So I do always look for that in the women that I meet, because I notice when they don't have that particular thing right there, it never works out well. But the thing is, though, even with them having that, even though they are investing and showing that they are interested, it can still go south because of the same reason they got attached to me. They can get attached to somebody else, whether it's online or off, and then they'll start acting odd in the relationship. And that's the only thing, dear. I'm excellent with picking up stuff early in the phase before we get together. But once we are in there, I guess because I'm distracted with a lot of other things going on, I don't notice what the hell they are doing. So I know I did love them. Like, how do I feel now? I still care, but I know I will never feel about them like I felt before, just because it was either too much said and done. And the way that I think now, I don't really trust women like that on most relationship stuff. I believe that you can is a pocket that you can have a good time, you can have that loving feeling, but it will not last. And I'm not being negative right there. I'm just saying because it's too many things that people don't do to maintain the thing. And I know on my part it was the communication. But if I communicated like I really should have, then we probably would not have been together, because most women box a man into like, either I have to leave and teach her a lesson so that she'll be a better woman for the next man, or either stay and put up with her shit. You know. Now I'm pretty sure women say like the same thing until they've had enough. But like I say, it makes it easier for y'all to leave because y'all can have backup guys, and even without trying, because it's always men that like you in your background. You know that they like you, so you just keep them there. You never totally shut it down that they have no chance or something. Sometimes some women may do, but I think they only do that for men that they find detestable or something. But anyway, that's it. Give me a like, a subscribe. God bless. And good luck out there, you guys. Whether you decide not to date again or you date, but just go in there knowing that you can find love, but I don't know if you can keep it, and it will never stay the same. It will always be changing, and it may change into something that you don't like. Good day.
But you can see me. Get out of here, bub. And you matter, alright? There's always gonna be somebody that cares about you. And you're a good person, no matter what people say, you matter. Ignore them, they're losers. The ding-dong ditching you. I'm just trying to say something nice. Like, I don't know what they're doing, they're running away and stuff. I'm just trying to say that you matter, man. Or girl. Whoever you are, you matter to someone. Just keep that in mind, don't forget that.